Welch, and welcome back to another episode of In the Garden for a Gardener's Notebook. For more information, you can always visit the website, douglasewelch.com. There you'll find links to a gardener's notebook as well as everything else that I do. Well, today we're talking automation because a lot of us try to use automation in our gardens to make our jobs a little bit easier. We don't want to have to spend too much time doing tedious things in the garden, but unfortunately, things can get a bit out of hand if you don't ride herd on them and do some basic maintenance every so often. Get up at 6 a.m. in the morning, but when I did, I noticed this fountain of water shooting out of their sprinkler head in the back. Actually, the same sprinkler head has been a problem in the past. I don't know if their gardeners accidentally knock it off every so often or what, but it was actually flooding our side of the garden, and so it was very important for us to get it taken care of. Of course, if it comes on at 6 a.m. in the morning when you're not awake or you're already at work, how are you to know what's going on? The only way that we first noticed it is there was evidence of water running through the garden that wasn't coming from anywhere on our side of the fence. It was only when my wife woke up early one morning that she noticed it actually shooting into the air. While the results aren't quite as dramatic as our fountain in the backyard, we do have these manual timers, and in the past I've had some automated timers as well, electronic versions, where the water stays on in the spigot all the time and the valve controls the flow. Well, guess what? If it starts leaking here or anywhere along this path, you could potentially waste a lot of water in your garden and run your bills up even higher. So every so often I come out, I kind of run my fingers underneath this. Sometimes I'll actually put a little tray underneath the spigots to make sure there aren't any small drips that I'm not noticing on a regular basis. Always a good idea whenever you automate any part of your garden irrigation. Now, I do use a lot of soaker hoses in my garden too, and sometimes they can develop holes along their length so that a certain section will be working fine, but anywhere after the hole will not be getting any water at all. So oftentimes what I'll do is I'll put a little tray underneath the soaker hose every so often. The next time I run it, I go out and I check the little tray, see how much water's gathered there to ensure that it's working along its entire length. So while it can be a great idea to automate irrigation in your garden and other events, you do have to ride herd on it. You do have to check on it every so often to make sure things haven't gone awry. I mentioned the electronic timers I was using before, and in those cases I noticed they had actually worn out their gears. They would turn on and all that was heard was a click, 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 click of the solenoid trying to turn on. And it was only after a few days of that we actually noticed that the irrigation wasn't happening. So again, check up on any automation you do in your garden, both for your benefit, the benefit of your bills, and for the benefit of your garden. That's it for this In the Garden episode. For more information, visit the website, douglasewelch.com. There you'll find links to a gardener's notebook as well as everything else that I do, including Technology IQ, career opportunities, my word, and much, much more. Until next time, keep on automating your garden and keep on digging.